everyone, hello Prof. Radmi. Allow me to introduce myself first. My name is Kadek Swasty Sukmastiani from 3G class, and today I want to tell you about strategy and steps that I use in later in my teaching. The purpose I make this video is to finish my final project. Okay, let's move to the next slide. As you can see, there are some content that I bring such as skill, scope, implementation, strength and limitation, and the last one is suggestion for teacher. Okay, I want to move the slide. Okay, in this slide, I explain about the skill. In the strategy, I use skill listening and speaking, so students can immediately practice it after. Okay, next slide. Okay, in this slide, I explain about scope. In this slide, I bring material for a class of junior high school, and I choose the method of audio-lingual method that use teaching think pair share. Because with this type of teaching, the most suitable for the material that is carried. And the material I bring is opening, extending, and closing a telephone call. Okay, I move the next slide. Okay, in this slide, I explain about implementation or step I use in the strategy. In the first is introduction. Step 1 is student greet, pray, and check student attendance. Okay, step 2, teacher motivates students by asking questions about the last material that has been discussed together. And the last one is teacher explain the material that will be studied today. Okay, next the slide. I explain about the core activity. In this, step 1 is the teacher will provide an audio containing the recorder dialogue when calling. After listening to the audio, the teacher assigns students to answer the question individually. Then, students will discuss their work with friends and help from the teacher. After that, the teacher will provide opportunities for students to present their work in front of other students, and the teacher will appoint students to practice the dialogue that have been here in front of other students. Okay, I move to the next slide. In the next slide, I explain about the closing. In the last one is student will, in the first, student will provide conclusion for the lesson that have been obtained, and the last one, the teacher will provide feedback to student and close the lesson with praying. Okay, I move to the next slide. In this slide, I explain about the media or tools that will be used in this learning. So I use a laptop, speaker, and of course audio of the material. Okay, in this slide, I explain about the strength and limitation in this strategy. In the first, I explain about strengths. Students can learn the material well through the audio-lingual method. Students' pronunciation and learning can be honed better because the teacher will tell the correct pronunciation. And the last one is teachers have more control when learning in class. Okay, I move the next slide. Okay, in this slide, I explain about the limitation. In the first, students are unable to use classroom knowledge in real-world communication circumstances. And the last one, many repetition of words that can cause students to feel bored quickly. Okay, and next slide. Okay, in this slide, I hope some suggestion for teacher to implement this strategy effectively. So the first is teacher must be able to bring material related to real life student. So student can understand faster and practice when contacting friends or family. And the last one is teachers should have some way when repeat student. So that students should not sorry so that students do not feel bored quickly. Okay, that's all from my explanation. I hope you can understand what I explained. I hope you can teach with smart and creative, and hope my video can be used for people who need it. I'm sorry if I make a mistake, word or decision. And that's all from my explanation about the strategy and step that I use from my teaching. Thank you.